chance for sprinkles tomorrow as we look at the storm system well to our north. Everything coming straight down on top of us, so this is more of a wind sort of producing system, just like the last one. As they run over the top of us, we don't get much in the way of moisture. Maybe a sprinkle or two is possible. We'll look at our FUTURECAST in a minute. Wind advisory for the Santa Barbara County region and as well down into Ventura County. That's going to all expire tomorrow pretty early, although wouldn't be surprised if it gets maybe dragged out a little bit into the morning hours, depending on how fast those winds start to diminish. Today's highs, look at that, boy, a little cool where you're getting those winds sort of straight on. If you're on the south side of a mountain range, you may have gotten a little bit of the effect of what we call compressional heating. So areas like Ojai, Goleta, Santa Barbara got up close to 70s and even into the low 70s. Those other areas, especially along the central coast, that really stick out and sort of don't have that advantage, we're only in the low 60s. Even a few areas, some of our rural areas along the coastline only got into the high 50s. Currently seeing a lot of 50s out there, a couple of 60s still kind of lingering. Santa Barbara, likely the warm spot because of the offshore effect as you get those winds coming down the mountains. Right now the winds are pretty quiet. Gusts, not that bad actually. We're doing okay. We do have a little bit of a kick right there in Lompoc at 19 miles an hour. And I know some of our back passes and canyons will usually be a little bit higher than what we're seeing in our municipalities or our little towns right here. So we'll keep an eye on it through the night. Still some humidity out there. Whenever you see that with this sort of north wind, normally we associate the real dry conditions. And look at Santa Barbara right there, you can see, but as you round the point right there with those winds coming like this, still some moisture out there. So could we see possibly a little bit of a sprinkle or two? Not really expecting much, and the reason being as we get a little bit closer, we're still under just enough high pressure kind of bumping up that system just over the top of us. So a sprinkle chance is possible on President's Day. We will see the winds begin to ease and then cool to mild temperatures. Again, if you're on the, say, the south side of a mountain range that runs east-west, you could get the little warming effect, so you might be a little bit warmer than your neighbors that don't have that advantage. And speaking of cold, boy, look at Arctic blasts. Really just incredibly cold weather across much of the country. Many areas well below normal. I mean, look at these numbers right here, 40 to 50 degrees below where you should be. And that would be reflective of all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. A storm system will spin up out of there, and that's going to create possibly some severe weather to the south of it, and then all along it and to the north, it's going to feed a snow machine that's going to be doing its thing. And look at these temperatures, minus 11 in Denver, Kansas City at minus 4, of course, in Minneapolis minus 9. They are dealing with wind chill, which basically blows away the heat that might be on your body, so you feel even colder, and they might be looking at minus 20, minus 30 degree, feels like temperature. Now there's a little bit of a rain chance tomorrow. You notice if you blinked, you missed it. Not much. It really just dries out before it can get anywhere near much of central and southern California. It does not mean that we can't rule out the slight chance for a sprinkle through tomorrow and probably to about tomorrow night. Wind will start to diminish tomorrow, and as we head toward Tuesday, it looks like it kind of sticks around a little bit, but we should go below advisory threshold in about the next maybe 8 hours, 9 hours or so, and we'll see if that does bear true. Otherwise, we'll have to hold on to it maybe a little longer. Your high tomorrow, reflecting that offshore effect for the south coast right there. Look at Santa Barbara, possibly going up to around 75. Your neighbors to the south and to the north, a little bit cooler. One more time, it's all because of that effect of the wind going over the San Ynez Range. And then as we head on into Tuesday, it looks like we cool off a little bit here, but other areas will try to bring up just a little bit as we get more sort of a stability in the atmosphere. We lose that onshore wind, that northerly wind, and we just get high pressure and a lot of quiet activity as far as the weather through much of next week. So your temperatures, one more time, we'll go with a really nice day for the most part. A little cool, too mild for just about everybody. It's a 60s up to maybe a 70 or so in the 70s, likely confined to mainly areas around, say, Ojai, back up toward the Santa Barbara south coast. Surf is still above normal. It didn't look like it was that big below Point Conception. To the north, though, we do have an advisory that will last through midweek and very choppy boating conditions out there. Quick look at our 7-day forecast as we can get that back into gear. There we go, kicks in. And President's Day looks good. We stay dry much of the week. A little bit of fog returns, Tracy. Not much in the way of a marine layer will establish, but it looks like we'll get a little bit of that. And then we stay quiet with a little warming trend as we head toward next weekend. And of course, you'll notice on those clouds as they pop in and out with the computer sun, no raindrops. Well, unfortunately, that's just the way it's going to be, at least for another week.
All right, thanks for that update, especially for President's Day. There are new images of an earthquake in Japan. We will show you what shook. And before the rain came, there was a big crash of the Daytona 500. Mike Clan has that next.